This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by the North Law Firm. For car accidents and negligent security cases, call Joe at 239-337-1191. By Crime Stoppers of Southwest Florida. Report crimes and get paid with nobody knowing your identity. 1-800-700-TIPS. And by Lee Health.
Southwest Florida, welcome back to Lee Pitts Live. We're so thrilled that you stayed with us here at the Children's Network of Southwest Florida. We're here on the River District, downtown Fort Myers, and of course you can see the river in the background. I think it's the Caloosahatchee River. Speaking of the River District, and that's not what we're focusing on, but we got somebody here who knows exactly what the River District is. We got the Executive Director of the Fort Myers Community Redevelopment Agency, Michele Hylton-Terry. Welcome to Lee Pitts Live. Michele, welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Glad to be here.
Good to get you here. I have to make sure I get that Hilton in there, okay?
Hylton-Terry, yes.
Now, I just teased it. I said you are very familiar with what the River District is. What is the Fort Myers River District?
The Fort Myers River District is the area between Edison Estate and Oasis.
Okay.
And that is our redevelopment area. And that is the area that the CRA financially supports, provides incentives for different projects to make this beautiful downtown that everyone's enjoying.
We are really enjoying it, and I think that the CRA, the Fort Myers Community Redevelopment Agency, deserves an applause for the growth downtown, the beautification downtown, and having somebody who's managing and watching has all of these things come together. Now, I know it's not just the Community Redevelopment Agency. There are a lot of different entities down here that's making our city get on the map in terms of a destination go.
So we partner with the city. Of course, the city does all the infrastructure and provide the baseline of service. The CRA provides an enhancement. We also partner with the River District Alliance. They are a merchant group, and they put on all the great activities that people are coming down here for. Some of the different venues, the Art Fest Fort Myers, the Sidney and Byrne Davis Art Center. And so we partner with all these groups to make our events successful, to bring people down here. And I think people are enjoying it.
We're enjoying it. Yeah. Before I move on, and we're going to go to the Martin Luther King redevelopment area and all of that. The last time I had you on my show formally, people see you on the show out and about. Formally, you were the acting executive director of the Fort Myers Community Redevelopment Agency.
Correct.
Now you're sitting here as full-fledged. Has it been a year that you were full-fledged?
Actually, more than a year.
Really?
It was a year in July that I got the position permanently.
Man, that's all. Seemed like it was just yesterday.
I know.
Now, in your world, does it seem like just yesterday, or are you so busy, it's like seemed like a long time already?
I actually have been very busy this first year as the executive director, but it did fly as well. Yes.
Now, when we see you in that position, you know, with the natural hair and all of that goes along with it, we are so proud to have you in that position. We see a person of color in a position that can really wield around millions and multiply, that multiplier effect, because what you do with your TIF dollars there has a multiplying effect to multi-million-dollar projects. First of all, let's go to TIF, and then we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to talk about the projects that are happening. What are TIF dollars?
So tax increment financing is a funding tool that CRAs around the state can use to incentivize projects, to bring development to underserved areas, to blighted areas, to redevelop them.
Okay, bringing developers. One of the projects that I am so excited about is the Seaboard Waterside Apartments that are going to be coming here to Fort Myers. That particular area will be the Martin Luther King.
It is in the Martin Luther King redevelopment area. And what that means is when that project is built, the increment that's generated above what is now considered the base year will come back to the CRA. We will be able to use a part of that to incentivize the development, to help the developer to make this project a reality. However, there's going to be about $5.5 million that stays with our agency over the life of the term of the redevelopment area. and that's what we get to reinvest in the community.
That's the word I wanted to hear,
Yes.
reinvest. Give me an
Yes.
example of reinvesting.
We reinvest, okay, so in Velasco Village, just south of where this project is built, there's a park at the corner of Dr. Ella Piper Way and Palm Avenue. The CRA put that park in. Before that, it was an empty lot. We can help with signage, we can help with landscape grants, we can help with all different things to support businesses. And because the MLK area is so big, it also includes residential. So we launched recently a facade and paint program for the residential areas, components of our redevelopment area.
I see. The incentive to attract developers is needed. Why?
It's needed because this area, as I mentioned, is an older part of the city, underserved part of the city, blighted part of the city, and it's riskier. It's riskier for those developers to get that funding to go into those areas.
Now, of course, everybody know I'm a bank vice president and I deal with corporate things like that.
Yes.
And I know that when you get one developer to come in and
Yes.
start building housing and beautifying the community, it attracts many others because they see that it's a successful opportunity.
Yes.
Speak to Seaboard Water Apartments. What is it? And we already have a developer that's coming in, and that's the beginning of something great.
It's a two-phase project. And so Jerry Miller, who is our local developer.
Seaboard. I hope I didn't say Seabreeze, but go ahead.
No, it's Seaboard.
Right.
And Jerry Miller, thank you, Jerry Miller, who's been really contributing to our community for a long time, is the one that's bringing this project forward.
Great.
The Greenwall Group overall is the project developer. But we know Jerry, and we appreciate all his efforts.
Thank you, Jerry. Looking forward to getting you on the show.
Yes. So, it's going to be beautiful, market rate. However, it will have a component of apartments that are considered affordable at about $1,000 a month. And, I want to make this point that it is really important that we have multiple housing styles and options in our community. Like any other healthy community, you need to have a variety. It cannot all just be subsidized.
Okay, let me get on my soapbox here. When I first moved to Fort Myers, back in the early 1990s,
Yes.
I was looking to live in the minority community. I was looking for a nice apartment. I was a swinging bachelor and I needed a nice apartment. I wanted to be around my people. I had not lived around black people where I had come from in Jacksonville. I said, I couldn't find anything that was like upscale, nice to
Right.
still be amongst the urban community.
Yes.
And so I ended up living out somewhere else. But that is why we need we need options in our
Yes.
community.
Yes.
Why do you think some people don't even realize that?
Well, because there are a lot of individuals in our community that we want to support that needs assistance. But to have it concentrated in one area is not healthy for any neighborhood. So we need that mix.
Where is Seaboard Waterside Apartments going to be located?
It's going to be located right at Michigan Avenue and Seaboard Avenue, hence the name Seaboard. And it is right between downtown and MLK. So it's going to bridge that divide. And I think we need that.
And it's close enough to the freeway, it's close enough to downtown. I would be interested in living there myself. Can I qualify to live there? Do I have to be like a certain income to stay there? This is just open for everybody.
It's a market rate project.
Okay, so all those millions I got won't keep me from...
Absolutely not. We want your millions.
No, I don't have millions, people. Hey, when I look at, and people looking at the artistic rendering on screen,
Yes.
when we look at that, that looks like where anybody would be happy to put down their family,
Yes.
police officers, firemen, teachers, and just beautification all around.
Absolutely. And we're counting on that, and we want that to spread. I've already had one developer tell me that once that project goes in and he proves the market, he'll be able to do his project. And so we need them.
Now, when I came across that, a lot of people don't even realize that that space is there. When I came across that, I said, hey, I never even noticed this is sitting right here. All of this land right here. How many acres is that?
You know what? You put me on the spot right now. I'm not sure.
Okay, but it's a lot of acreage.
Underdeveloped. It used to be commercial gullies, furniture and
Okay.
fixtures is what's been on the side. It has not been residential in the past. So this is going to be a huge improvement. Aesthetically, it's just going to lift up the area.
Now, how does the Fort Myers redevelopment agency help this develop? What are some specific things you're doing?
So the tax increment, which is going to be about $11.4 million, will go back to the developer annually.
How does that happen?
And it is a rebate. The
Okay.
developer pays his taxes, and then 85% of that is going to be rebated back to him. But I want to add this because this is really important, and it's a new component that the developer has offered for this project. They are going to provide 12% of the total contract construction cost is going to go back to minority business contractors. So 12% is a significant amount of a $62 million project.
And talk about so for example, a minority contractor may do the plumbing or may be doing the air conditioning.
You got it, exactly.
So the public understands how that works.
Well, it's just what you just said. So their construction company will ensure that 12% of the work is awarded to minority businesses, whether that's electricians, plumbers, drywallers.
That's a part of the agreement.
Yes.
Now that percentage, similar or facsimile there, is usually a part of documents that the Community Redevelopment Agency works with when they're doing CRA type projects?
Well, actually, it's brand new.
Really?
This is the first time we're
But
doing
Atlanta,
it.
places like real cities, they do that all the time.
And the city has done it.
Okay.
But the CRA, this is the first time that the CRA is implementing this. And I want to give the developer credit because they offered this.
Okay.
Because they realize they're going into this blighted area, and how can we assist this community?
The CRA, are you guys a component of the city or are you separate entities?
We're a separate entity. We're an arm of the city. We're created by the city to implement the redevelopment plans, but we are a separate entity.
And you have a board, executive board that consists of city councilmen, if I'm not mistaken.
Our commissioners are the same people as the city council,
And
but
your
they don't sit on wards. They just sit over the areas as a whole.
And so what happens is as the city continues to have its development plan, everybody is involved in that process. Everybody knows what's going on and how to go about what we're doing, right?
Yes. I mean, our commissioners are well versed. They hear it on the city side, then they come and they look at it from the CRA side, and they're able to target those dollars to make sure these projects happen.
Okay, before I get you out of here, because you'll be coming back in the future, how does one tap into the Fort Myers Community Redevelopment Agency? Let's say you see some land or you have an idea or what have we. How does one tap into you? We have your website on the screen.
The best thing to do is to reach out to us on our website. There's an incentives page. Download our applications, call the office, ask for me. I'll connect you with one of our redevelopment managers, and we will work with everybody.
All right, that's outstanding. Well, again, continue to keep up the good work. We're excited about the Seaboard Waterside Apartments. After a while, that'll be a household word.
Yes.
And we may see some dirt turning on that by next year this time?
Well, we hope that it'll be that quickly. The developer has now received their TIF award, and they're going to go shop and get their financing in place.
Okay, I can't wait to take the television show out there on
Yes.
that property. Join us next week right here on the award-winning Lee Pitts Live. For those who say it can't be done, they're usually interrupted by those like Michelle and all the fine people who are associated with the Fort Myers Community Redevelopment Agency who are doing it.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.
Hello, everybody. This is Lee Pitts, the host of the award-winning Lee Pitts Live here on Fox 4. We appreciate you watching our show here on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, clicking below. Let everybody else know that they can subscribe as well. Also, when we're on the air on Fox 4, you can also catch us streaming live at 8:30 a.m. in the morning on fox4now.com. Just click on